gonna go over, oh, got it. So we're gonna go over the types of searches first because SEO is quite complex, and today we only gonna touch the organic. So when you search, I typed this phrase in Google, virtual paint parties. The first section here is the sponsor. So my client, actually, this is one of my clients. People pay for this part here. The second section here is called the local search or local pack, and usually they show 3, sometimes 5, but lately 2 or 3. So this information comes mostly from the Google profile that you have, if you have a local business, yeah. And the third section is the organic, and this is this information comes from a lot of different places, but the website is one of the main places that it comes from. So if you look here, let me see if I can make this a little bigger. If you look here, you have the title here, which is also the title of the page in the browser, and also a description. So this comes from the code where you put title and description, which I will go over later. But I just wanted to show you where those show up when you search for something. As I said, SEO is quite complex, and within the organic SEO, there are 3 different main parts. One is called OnPage SEO, and this is where you put the elements on the website that we're going to go over today to improve the way people search for your website. Then there is off-page SEO, which is you build links to your site, so you show Google and other search engines that your website has credibility. So you do that. I want to put a little plug for the chamber here. When you sign up for the chamber, these are the links right here. So I'm going to send this PowerPoint to you guys so you can look at it in more detail. So you get a link from the directory page, which shows your listing. Then you get, there's another page called the enhanced listing, where you get another link from. And then we just set up a blog for members to post blogs if they have any. And this is not to put a plug for your business, but to publish useful information for members. Like, let's say you are an electrician and you want to tell people how to save energy by buying certain types of bulbs or whatever, So if you go to that link later, you'll see we already have some blogs there. And also, when you sponsor events, you also get another link. So anyway, that's for that. And the technical SEO, it has to do with how fast the website is and how ready is to be crawled by search engines, stuff like that, which is most of the time is in the platform. Sometimes if you have a WordPress site, you have to install certain programs and it's a little more involved. But the on-page SEO, this is what we're going to go over today. Okay, so if you were at the last workshop, we went over how to do a keyword research using some free keyword research tools. So we recorded that and you can go watch it later, but we don't have time to do that today. And I will also attach or email you the PowerPoint about the keyword research. Okay. So I made a list of how these keywords are used. So they're used in the link of the page. So if you see for this client here, the link, I put kitchen cabinets painting. That's one of the keywords that we came up with. and it's in the headings on the page, and the title and description are in the code, which I'm going to show you soon, and also in the content, and throughout the page, images and alt text. We're going to go over all that in just a minute. Okay, now we are at the point where Laura sent you this report, right? So the title and description tags, okay? If you don't have those set up correctly, the tool will say you're missing a tag, or it's too short, or, okay, so I'm gonna show you one of my clients. I hope she doesn't mind. Okay, so these are the pages in my website. So if I go to this page and I go to the SEO, so any platform that you have, if it's WordPress or Squarespace, it will have a place where you can enter these titles and descriptions, right? So this is the title here, and it should be, the ideal is about 55 characters or something like that. So if you look here, I don't know if you can read, but it says kitchen cabinet painting, comma, Christina's cabinet refinishing. So these are two big words that keyword that we came up with, right? So you have that in here in the title, and then you have it also in the description. The description has to be a sentence, a paragraph. It cannot just be keywords in there, because Google does not like that at all. So I don't know, can you read this, or should I read it to you? Can you read this, or is it too small?
I can see it. I can see it. But
can see it? Yeah. Anyway, so that's the title and description. Let me go back to, yeah. So actually the example I put in here, I forgot. It was from one of the reports. I don't know if Align Nutrition Counseling, Maureen, it's you. Okay. So here you go. So I gave an example. So I did a little bit of keyword research just really quickly, and I figured that nutritionist and nutritional counseling and registered dietitian, those are the three main words for you, correct? So that would be the title that you put in there. So I did your homework for you. And then this is here. This is the right here. That's the description. I said Maureen is a registered dietitian, nutritionist who offers nutrition counseling and helps her clients establish sustainable lifestyle changes that last. So notice that I use those keywords, but also related keywords, because Google uses artificial intelligence and knows when something is related to the keywords that you try to emphasize, okay? So, hold on a second, I'm getting something here. So if you look, I'm trying to get rid of this, but I can't. Sorry about that. So I can't get rid of this window here. Okay, here it is. So the keywords I use is registered dietitian, nutritionist, and nutrition counseling. I just want to note that nutritionist is a Google category, and that's a super important word, because this is how Google categorizes businesses in this field, okay? All right. Next, we go into the headers. So the headers, I want to make the analogy with in a Word document, you have headings. I think they're called headings in Word. You'll have like the main heading of the page, and then you have subheadings, you have bullets, it's the same idea. So for this client here, the main, for this page, the H1, the heading 1 is commercial solar solutions, right? And then subcategories or heading 2 is solar panel installation and community solar farms. Actually, he has 3 more, but I just, for this example, I just want to show you that the heading 1, you only have 1. So you're telling Google, this is what this page is about. And then you can organize the content with subheadings or heading 2, 3, and so forth. All right. Well, content is actually one of the most important things on a page. Lately, more important than the title and descriptions. So I showed you how the titles and descriptions show when you do a Google search. But sometimes, and the SEO people can't really figure out when, Google will just create titles and descriptions based on the content on the page. So it doesn't display what you actually put in there, but what they think is important to show, which is kind of crazy. But anyway, and I can't figure out when that shows up or when the title and description you actually put in the code that I just showed you. So content is really, really, really important. So as a good practice, what I do for my clients on the homepage, I would list all the services with a short description, and then I would create a link to individual service pages just to have more content on the homepage. Okay. All right. Next is the image alt attributes. Okay, I need to show you this in the actual example. But first, what are alt attributes? There's the description that you put in the name of in the image, and it's for visually impaired people because they can't see the image, but they can read what the description of that image is. So let me show you in here. Not in here. In here. Okay, let me go to the home page. Okay, so this is the home page of this client. And so this is an H1 here. It pretty much describes what the page is about, right? It's about refinishing cabinets. And then here, cabinet paint, kitchen cabinet, bathrooms, and custom, those are the H2s, right? Anyway, what I want to show you here is if you click on one of the images, this is a gallery actually. If you click on one of the image here, oops, what did I do? Sorry. Oh, what happened? Sorry. Here somewhere, I don't know how to get rid of this. The Zoom thing, I can't, do you see it on yours? Okay, here it is, sorry. Okay, I'm not doing so well. The alt text for this is, oh my gosh, this is being recorded. So if you look at this, if you look down here, oh, finally, it says gray kitchen cabinet. So that's the alt text, all right? So you pretty much describe what the image is about, right? So I do that for all the images on the page. Okay, let's go back to the PowerPoint. I just want to also mention that the file name is also important, and as much as possible, you should rename them to describe what that image is, you know? All right. So the next one is error. If you, I don't know if any of you got that on your report. So how do you get these errors? If you rename a page and then somebody has the old link and they will, you know, type that and go to your site, they'll get an error 404. And also, if you rename that page and you put a link in one of your pages and it's a broken link, that will show this as well in the report. So the way you do that, the way you fix this, in the platform that I have here, you can do a redirect of the URL. Okay. Now in your platforms, I don't know how it's done, but you have to figure that out. Otherwise, you can end up with a lot of broken links. So basically, I would put the old URL here, and then destination, I would put the new page in here. And this is how that's done. Does this make sense? All right, so this, I copy this from the tool, the SE Optimer, and it tells you exactly. So this actually was a broken link on the chamber. Sorry, Laura. On one of the, like the restaurant page, there was a broken link here. The East Main Pizza, it was broken. I fixed it. Anyway, so that's that. The next one is low backlink activity. And it basically analyzes how many websites link to your website. And as I mentioned before, you can get these links from the chamber, from a school that you sponsor, from different places, like from publishing something on an authority site, like a newspaper or, you know, that kind of stuff. So this tool only tells you that you have low link activity. I think actually it tells you who links to you. I think. I forget. Yeah, it does. It shows what who links to you. And sometimes spammers link to you. So in that case, you probably have to do something to remove them, but that's for another day. All right. There's a lot more here, but I just wanted to cover one more thing. It's the schema, which I can't find right now. So I'm going to go back to this website. So the title and descriptions is just a way to help Google figure out what this page is about, right? But there are other SEO things that you can do. For example, if you're a local business, you can create this code that it's called local schema, and this is somewhere in here. Content, business info. So basically, you enter your information, your address, category, all that stuff, and the software. My platform does this, but most other platforms don't, unless you have WordPress, and then you have to install certain extensions, programs to do this for you. But here, you just say review, and then it create. I already enabled for this client. So this helps Google interpret what kind of business you have, what the category is, where you're located, and even products and pricing, all that stuff. So my platform, which is called Duda, does this for you. Also, another type of schema is FAQs. I thought I did it for this client, but I guess I didn't. Okay, so for FAQs, you create this code the same way. So you add your question and answers, and then you say create schema. This is called, the code is called that. So it does that for you. So yeah, so this is what this tool does. Analyzes all the stuff, it tells you what's wrong, and this is how you fix some of the problems. So this tool is called SE Optimer, and you can go there and you can create an account. I have a 20% coupon for my clients. I make absolutely nothing on this. I just helping my clients with their SEO if they want to do it by themselves. So this tool also has a lot of other things you can do in here. So basically, you can run an audit for somebody else, for your competitors. I was just doing this morning. So basically the way this works is you go to crawl report and you say crawl the website. So as I said earlier, Laura did one page for you, but this tool does all the pages in your website, right? So it does that. It's called a crawl. It just goes to all the pages and figure out the problem. And then it gives you a list of issues. So this one, low backlink, which I knew. This is, yeah, I renamed these pages and I didn't do the redirect, so it found it. So I went ahead and fixed it. This one, more than one H1 tag. So everything I fixed for this client, but anyway, so this is what it does. So this happens to have, I forget how many pages. I think maybe 9, but so you can do, if you buy this tool, it would end up costing you $15 a month, and you can get 4 crawls a month. That's all. So you do a crawl, you fix the issues, and then following day or whenever, you do another one and see if the problems were actually fixed. Other things you can do here, you can add the keywords in here, and the tool will track your positioning, like this one. If you don't rank in the first 30, it doesn't even show it. So my client for this kind of tool, he's number 8. Yeah, we should work on this some more. But anyway, so in this tool, you can also rank your keywords, and also it has all these tools in here. You can check the title on a page. And so if you click here, you can check it for your competitor and see what kind of titles they use, because in the end, you are competing with them. So you want to be better than them, and also for Google to optimize for Google. But
so Olympia, can I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Would this be like something you just do it for the month, pay the $15 or whatever it is for the month, and just tell yourself, all right, I'm going to do everything. I'm going to do all the, find all the information, find what's wrong, see my competitor stuff, and just work on it in the evening times. You know what I mean? You don't have to sign up for the year or anything like that, right?
No, you do monthly. So
Okay.
if after 3 months you say, okay, I'm optimized, I'm good.
Yeah.
Then you don't pay anymore. You can pay yearly. It's a little less, but
yeah.
I would say the thing is, like, many people write a lot of blogs and change the content. Actually, Google says to refresh the content, even if it's like a service page. They want to see fresh content. They want to see
change
things going on in your website, right?
So yeah, Kim asked a couple of questions. Are the off-page links visible to the public, or is this just, or is this?
Oh no, they don't see it. So the links that from the chamber, and I put some from my clients on my website, the links that come to your website, people don't see it. This tool does, because it goes behind the scenes and it sees who links to you. Yeah, but the people don't. But actually, there are tools, and you can actually spy to see who. Let's say I have a competitor. I want to see who links to them. because I want to publish in the same kind of places. You can do that. There are tools to do that.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. And then another question was, how do you find the Google category? Kim asked that question.
So you create a Google listing, right? And then you just find it from, they have a list. They have like 4,000 different categories. I actually have a list. I downloaded it because I was looking for something. I was trying to match my client with certain categories and I had to see them all. I have that. If you guys, I can send you that. It's a link to a site that lists all the categories, if that helps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I am SEO illiterate. I have no idea what the hell you were just talking about. So.
Oh, no. When you create a Google listing, right? You go to business.google.com.
Does everybody have that? Does everybody have that? That's on.
Okay, let me go back. Let me go back to the first, to this here. If you want to be listed in the local, if you have a local, like a brick and mortar business, or if you go see clients, if you have a local business, you need to create this in Google, okay? So the way you do that, you go to business.google.com. Well, first of all, search to see if you're there or not. Business.google.com, and then you create a listing.
I think everybody might have that.
I don't know if everybody does it or not, does have it. So when you create the listing, you need to pick a main category. And that's one of the most important things, you know, because you're telling Google like what you do. Like if you're a lawyer, you can say lawyer, and then a subcategory would be personal injury lawyer, you know, so you have subcategories. And you can also create your own services. So if you say, what was it, dietary something, I forget what that was, Maureen, sorry. You know, you can put all these services in there. So it's extra keywords in your listing. So when somebody searches for something, it will show up in here. So if you, then you build reviews, and those reviews, if they have keywords, they'll show up in here. You know, Google pulls information from many different things, from the website, from reviews, from this listing, you know. Anyway, so I will have another workshop, I think, on the Google, on this part, on the local pack, you know, because that's like, that takes a while. And so basically the Google will verify that you're actually a valid business, and they will send you a postcard in the mail, and then with a code, and then this is how you verify that business, that is real, you know, because a lot of people want to create them and they're not real businesses. Yeah.
I have no idea what you were just talking about. So yeah.
You don't know?
Well,
okay.
Kind of, sort of.
Okay. So if you don't have a local business here,
that I know, that part I actually know.
Okay. So when you, let's say you create one, you create Milford Area Chamber of Commerce category. I don't know what you are actually, but anyway, you put a category and you put your address, you put serve everything, you fill in that profile, and then you say submit. Google will say, we'll send you a card with a code to verify that it's a valid business. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I did all that. No, I'm just talking about the whole SEO business. You know, it's just it's a little overwhelming.
It is overwhelming, but today we talked about here how to improve this part, right? How to put the keywords in there so when people search, you come up here, here, right?
Right.
So I looked at like most of the reports that you sent to people, and most people need to add more content for sure, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway,
right. Well, I know it's a lot to take in, but I do want to let everybody know that we're starting as of next Wednesday, and Olympia is going to help us out with this. We're going to do like office hours for like tech talk or whatever it is. We're going to do a one-on-one so every Wednesday morning from 9 to 11. So you get an hour to sit with myself or Olympia or Sherry and whatever our strengths are, that person will sit with you. So if you really want to go through every single thing that was in your report, or SEO, or constant contact, or Canva, making images, or schedule and Facebook posts, whatever it is that you need help with, for free, we'll sit with you one-on-one and we'll figure it all out together, and we'll help you. We're not experts by any stretch, but we know enough to be dangerous, as they say. So we can help you. And we'll put a calendar up on the website to sign up for that. But, you know, sometimes it's hard when you're just in a Zoom with everybody else and you have a bunch of questions that just like you need to focus on yourself. This would be the perfect opportunity to do that. You know, we'll just sit down, we'll go over the whole lot, and we'll figure it out. And you know what, once you're done, then it's done and dusted. You know how to do it and you can move on. So if that's
just want to make a note that if you want to work on the Google listing, we can do that too, on one-on-one, if you need help with that. Because even after you create it, there's a lot of things you do to make sure it's optimized and you have, you know, everything that you need in there. So
Olympia, I have a question. Is there such a thing as an audit report that's actually at 100? Mine is at 70.
I have seen maybe high 90s.
Yeah. But that takes so much time to do and go in there and do all that.
Well, the thing is, if you're a small business startup, I mean, how do you get links? So they tell you that you have good links, you know?
Yeah, because that's huge. The backlinks are huge.
So for example, Canvas and Cup. Yeah. She has thousands and thousands of links to her site. So I haven't done hers over this tool actually, but she probably ranked pretty high.
So where is she getting those links from though? That's the question.
Well, from Chamber some, but she posts stuff on like different websites like patch.com.
Right, because they have a high domain authority.
She had parties with like different Google and Amazon. Like she has links from a lot of different places.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's another thing too. Like if you have an event going on, or you have something, or like Mo is in a few of the different stores, you know, hopefully those stores are mentioning you and giving you a link, you know,
right.
You know, welcome to the store, Mo's Mallows and that kind of stuff. But like if you have an event or you're doing something or you're going somewhere, you know, put it everywhere. Put it in the Google events, events, patch.com, anywhere, you know, Eventbrite, anything at all. Maureen, you could just have a nutrition class, you know, and it might seem just like, oh, I'm just having I'm going to reach out to the few people that I know that, you know, if they're interested in that. No, you should be putting that up on your Google events page, in your Google My Business thing, and you should have pictures up there, you know, like Olympia said, if anybody's interested, if they work on if they have a blog, Tyler, you must have something on gold and silver and how important it is right now, and the way the country's going, you know, might be the best thing to hold on to. That could be something, and we'd share that, you know, but that's another backlink to you, and that's the most important thing, I think, is the backlinks, right, Olympia?
So yes, if you go to milfordchamber.org/blog, you'll see I only set 3 categories, because if you don't have a category, I can't post anything. But if you have like for Tyler, what would be a good category for that? Like finance, investing, like something. I just need to make a category, and then we'll post your blog if you have one. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, and that goes for everybody that's a chamber member. They can put a blog up there, you know. If you do anything with the towns, you know, if you do anything with any of the schools, if you sponsor an event, you just say, hey, make sure that you tag me on stuff and give me a backlink.
Yeah, and you should ask, like, if you sponsor something at school or something, make sure they put it on their site, because that's huge, you know. Yeah. And every time somebody mentions your website, you get a link back. This is a link back to your site.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Google looks on that as the more links you have back to you, the more reputable you are, and the higher up in the page they're going to put you, right?
Yeah, and not all links are equal. So Chamber has a high domain authority because they're pretty big. So every site has a domain authority. So, you know, like if it's 30 and up is good. I mean, but any links are good because you'd rather have some than none, you know?
Right.
So.
Does anybody have any questions on their particular audit that they were wondering about? No, there wasn't anything that stuck out that you were like, oh, what the heck is that? All right, so Kim just asked, what's XML?
XML, where do you see that? Does it say XML map? Where do you see that? It's a type of code. Where do you see that? So
It was someplace. Oh, XML sitemap.
Sitemap, yeah. So, so every time you make a website, internally it makes a sitemap. So this is what is submitted to Google. So Google knows what page to you have in your website. Although they crawl anyway, they find them anyway, even you don't do that. But let's say you have 6 pages. So it creates this, if you type the name of your site and then /sitemap.xml, you'll see the list of the pages. But sometimes you have a test page that you don't want it to show, you don't want people, Google to go to that. So you can say in the sitemap, don't crawl this one, like, you know. So there's another, it's in the software, usually it says don't index, you know, no index or something like that. This is what that means. You're telling Google which pages to index, you know. Some people do them all, but sometimes I do test pages and I don't, or something that I don't want people to, I just want to send a link to somebody that I want. I don't want Google to crawl it and do anything with it. I don't want people to find it. So this is what XML map is.
I'm looking on the page, Olympia, for links, and it says number of backlinks. It says you have a strong level of backlink activity to this page.
You do?
So
You do?
it says I have 8,000 external backlinks.
So you have a few.
Yeah, and 400.
So
421 referring domains. What does that mean?
So let's say you send me 4 links to my site because I'm in different places on your site, but it's only one referring domain. It's because it's coming. It's just like which site it comes from.
Okay,
you know, you
gotcha.
can have 10 from the same one.
Right.
Yeah.
So it could you could be on different pages, but you're still local.
Right, right. Like I sponsor something. I'm on the blog. I have a blog there. I'm a member. So all these links come there, but it's only milfordchamber.org. That's the referring domain.
And my other question is friendly links. Some of your links URL do not appear friendly to humans or searching.
Okay.
What's
Okay,
that?
let me show you because I have that here somewhere. Okay, here. So instead of having some number here, like, you know, the friendly link is like kitchen cabinets painting.
All right,
and
share your screen if you want to.
Oh, sorry. I was just like, I forgot. Okay. So this makes sense, right? Kitchen cabinet painting.
Yeah.
Instead of having page 1 dash.
Oh,
5,
gotcha.
You know what I mean? That's not friendly. Yeah.
Or if
And
it had a
this
string, if it had a bunch of numbers after it or something,
Yeah.
that doesn't mean anything. Okay.
And also this URL needs to be short. Like this is a little long, but it's okay. You know, you shouldn't have a lot of keywords in there because Google doesn't like that. So you should have 2 or 3 words like that, you know?
And so, what email privacy? So it says email addresses have been.
Oh, email privacy, yeah.
Is that big? Is that a big deal, or is it just for spam?
Well, it depends who you ask, you know. So sometimes people want to have it at the bottom of the page, like to see the email, but a lot of them put in a form so people can't see it, you know.
Yeah.
This particular software, they say, you know, don't show it there, but it's kind of, I do it both ways, you know. Sometimes I put it there because people want it there. But if you put it there, like more people can spam you, you know.
Yeah.
If you just have it in the form, that's harder, especially if you have security in the form, you know. So this is what that means.
And then what was my last one is, does everybody here have a Facebook pixel on their website? It was like heading towards the back
The
end.
thing is, the Facebook pixel, you only need it if you're gonna run ads, right? So when you run ads, you copy that Facebook pixel from the Facebook to the website. So then if people go to your website and then they go to Facebook, then they know that you've been to the site and they'll show you the ad. You know, so if you don't run Facebook ads, then you don't need it. Yeah.
All right, does anybody else have questions? Nothing? Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Olympia.
So if anybody wants the PowerPoint from the keywords, I can send that, and also the link to the video. Yes. Okay. And what else did I say? If anybody wants to sign up for this, I have a code, but I didn't want to put it in here because I guess it doesn't matter. I usually give it to my clients.
It might be worth it. You know what? I think if somebody wants to sit with us for an hour, Olympia, and do a one-on-one with you and go over everything, right? And then do SEO optimizer or whatever it's called for just for the month for $15 and get in there and do everything and then cancel it. You know what I mean? That might be worth it. Yeah? No?
I think it's worth it because I mean, if you go there, you can do an audit for your competitor. You know, if you have a competitor that's like, okay, I want to beat them, then you would do an audit and you see what kind of keywords they use, you know, and how,
Okay.
So there's a lot more tools in here. If you go to tools, there's a lot of tools in there that you can use, you know.
Olympia, put the code up in the chat, will you?
The code, yeah. So the code is Olympia 20, I think. Okay, so you go to seoptimal.com. Yeah. So if you do your SEO for your website, this tool is definitely worth it. Okay. And for the keyword research, there's another tool that is free, but it's limited to like 20 keywords, which is still something. I mean, if you optimize for 20 keywords, you're good, you know. So that's it's called Uber Suggest. So if you watch the video from or the PowerPoint from the keyword research, you sign up for that for free one, and you get all your keywords, and then you sign up for this one and you monitor them. You add them in there. And I think if you do your own SEO, $15 a month is really cheap, because SEO, they're so expensive. You know, I have some SEO clients and it's so much work. It's a lot of work, you see, you know, so.
It is.
Anyway.
All right, I know it's hard to fit.
So I will send you the links to the, actually it's in the PowerPoint, because the link to the keyword research is there, and and I'll send you these 2 PowerPoints. Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all, and hope to see you soon.
All right. And then if you want to do that one-on-one with Olympia or myself, just let us know and we'll get you on the calendar. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you.